If someone says any of these 6 phrases to you, stop the conversation. Not because you're weak, not because you're dramatic, because these phrases are designed to make you question your own reaction before you question what they just did. That's what makes them dangerous. They don't sound manipulative. They sound normal. They sound casual. They sound like something you could hear this week and ignore without even noticing what just happened. And the last phrase on this list is the one that does the most damage, because it doesn't attack your argument. It attacks your right to have one. 6 phrases, 6 ways your reality gets bent in real time. Let's go through them. Phrase 1. You're too sensitive. You bring up something that hurt you. A comment, a tone, a moment that landed wrong. And instead of addressing what happened, they address you. You're too sensitive. You always take things the wrong way. I can't say anything around you. Suddenly, you're defending your sensitivity instead of talking about what they did. Here's what's actually happening. They're not describing your character. They're canceling your right to have a response. And if you hear it enough times, you start doing it yourself. You run every emotion through a filter before you even say it out loud. That filter isn't yours. You learned it from them. Phrase 2. I was just joking. This one is simple. Someone says something sharp enough to hurt you. You react. And the second you react, they step backward and call it humor. Now the conversation changes. You're no longer dealing with what they said. You're dealing with whether you're allowed to be hurt by it. That's why this phrase works so well. It gives them 2 wins. They get to say something cruel, and if you push back, they get to make you look like the problem. I was just joking is not a clarification. It's a cleanup operation. The first 2 were easy to spot. The next ones are harder, because they don't sound rude. They sound reasonable. They sound mature. They sound like concern. That's where it gets dangerous. Phrase 3. I'm just being honest. Honesty is a value. We're taught to appreciate it. So when someone prefaces something with, I'm just being honest, your brain is already primed to receive what follows as a gift. Even when what follows is, your friends don't actually like you. That idea is never going to work. Honestly, you've been difficult lately. Honesty is not a license. There's a difference between telling someone a hard truth because you care and delivering criticism because it gives you power over them, and calling both honesty. The phrase, I'm just being honest, never appears before something kind. Phrase 4. You always. You never. These 2 words do something specific. They take a single moment, one incident, one behavior, and turn it into your permanent identity. You always make everything about you. You never actually listen. You always have to be right. The moment you hear always or never, notice what happens. You start searching for a counterexample. You start defending yourself against your own history. And by the time you find one, the original conversation is gone. You're no longer talking about what happened. You're on trial for who you are. Phrase 5. I'm only saying this because I care about you. This is where control puts on a warm voice. Because once someone says they care, your guard drops. You start judging the sentence by the intention they claim, not by the effect it has on you. I'm only saying this because I care. Maybe you should reconsider those friends. I'm only saying this because I love you. That outfit isn't doing you any favors. I'm telling you this because I care. I don't think that job is right for you. But care is not proven by the label. Care is proven by what the words do. If the sentence makes you smaller, more doubtful, or easier to control, then care is not the truth of that moment. It's the cover story. Phrase 6. Why are you making this such a big deal? This is the most dangerous phrase on the list because it doesn't fight your point. It fights your permission to have a point. You bring something real, something that hurt you, something that matters, and instead of answering it, they downgrade it. You're overreacting. You're making drama. It's not that serious. Watch what happens next. Your original issue disappears. Now you're defending the size of your reaction instead of the reason you had one. That is the trap. This phrase doesn't ask, "Are you correct?" It asks, "Do you even have the right to feel this much?" And once someone trains you to doubt that right, they don't need to silence you anymore. You'll start silencing yourself. 6 phrases. And now that you have names for them, you have something you didn't have before. A pause, not a confrontation. Not a script, just a pause. One question. Is this person responding to what I said, or to the fact that I said it? That question doesn't require an argument. It doesn't require a confrontation. It just requires that you notice the difference. And once you can, you stop having conversations you can't win, because you stop playing by rules you didn't agree to. If someone in your life uses these phrases regularly, send this to them. Not as an accusation, as a mirror. Next week, we're going deeper, because knowing these phrases is one thing. Understanding why smart, aware people still get manipulated more, not less, that's a different kind of answer. And it has everything to do with how your brain works against you. I'll see you there.